Hello and welcome to Carved in Stone, where I'm your host, Shawn Chabam, and I'm very excited for the show today because on today's episode, I will be giving you my Mount Rushmore of berries. I'm a broken record on this anytime I talk food, but real quick for any newbies, I'm not great at describing flavors. One thing that's easy to do today, though, is name some things that these berries go well in or with. So I'm not going to give you recipes, but I'll give you, maybe recipe suggestions that you can go look up on your own and just things that maybe you can dip these berries into.
All right, a little bit of a mind blower here. Here I am popping in on my own video that I already recorded to let you know that apparently three of the berries that I name in this video are not berries. So, little spoiler alert for you here. Apparently, raspberries are not berries. Strawberries are not berries. And blackberries are not berries. They say the word berry in them. I guess it's kind of like a peanut not being a nut. I don't get it, but I already made this video and I don't want to re-record because I don't think that I could actually come up with four actual berries that I even like. Now that I'm learning that these three aren't berries, don't know why they have the word berry in them. Other people can, I'm sure, explain that better than I can. But enjoy this phony episode of my favorite berries.
So I was thinking when I was about to record this, I admit that I struggle with explaining flavors, but I do an awful lot of food episodes. So why do I do that? The reason I think is because it's really easy for me to come up with the lists. It may not be easy for me to put the show together because, as I keep saying, I have a hard time explaining flavors. But I know what I like. So if I get a food topic, I kind of go, oh, I like this, and this. And I kind of like this and that. So it's like extremely, extremely easy for me to put the list together. After that, it takes a little bit more time to sit down and record and do the editing and all that jazz. But just putting the list itself together is really simple. I don't have to do any research at all. So, that's pretty much the reason why I do food episodes so often is because putting the list together is extremely easy. It's a lot easier than some of the other topics that I choose because, like I said, I don't have to go out and do any research really at all. Without further ado, let's get to it. First is my favorite berry, the blueberry. Blueberries are great on their own, but where they really hit it out of the park is adding flavor to other foods. Blueberry pancakes are fantastic. I also love a blueberry muffin, a blueberry pie, blueberry cookies, blueberry cobbler, and blueberry yogurt. Blueberries also go great as a complement to a fruit tray or cheesecake, as well as breakfast biscuits. As I said, I like blueberries on their own or on a fruit tray. They also pair well with cheese or with a creamy dip if you want to spruce them up a bit. When they're ready to eat, blueberries also just look appealing and delicious. You kind of do eat with your eyes first, a lot of professional chefs will tell you. And I think that's true. You don't want to eat something that looks disgusting. You want to eat something that looks appealing to you. So that's what it means to eat with your eyes first. So if something looks good, then you're probably going to be more inclined to give it a try. Blueberries, when they are ready to eat, they look delicious. Because they are. Next up, raspberries. Other than the aforementioned blueberries, raspberries are probably the berry I am most likely to eat on their own. They go well with some dips too. I think I really prefer a raspberry on its own. That said, there's plenty of other things to put them in: jam, pie, cake, pudding. And again, these pair well with cheeses or on a fruit dish. Strawberries are an interesting one for me to include here because I rarely just pick up a strawberry and eat it. That said, I tend to love strawberry flavored things like lollipops, ice cream, Pop Tarts, and pie. I will eat a strawberry if it's in a dish. I enjoy a good strawberry shortcake. I'm just not a huge fan of eating them on their own. They do become more up my alley if they're covered in chocolate, but like I said, I really prefer strawberry flavored items to actual strawberries. I love most strawberry flavored candies, such as Starburst and Skittles, and a whole plethora of other candies that would be too lengthy to name. They also go well in smoothies and juices, and strawberry milkshakes are delicious too. Finally, if you're of age, and only if you're of age in your respective country, strawberries make a yummy daiquiri. My last berry was a tough one. I had two that I was deciding between. I mentioned earlier that food episodes are kind of easy for me because I immediately know what I like. Well, I had it narrowed down to five, so I did have to kick one out. The one I did not go with is an honorable mention: the blackberry. Blackberries go well in jams, meat glazes, and salads. They can also be fermented into wine. I'm not a wine drinker, so that didn't really help its case getting me to decide what would be the last berry on my mountain. Speaking of the final berry on my Mount Rushmore of berries is cranberries. I don't like the Thanksgiving side dish that cranberries are loved by so many people because of. That's cranberry sauce. It's not good to me, but I like cranberries in a lot of other things. A lot of the same things I like blueberries in, actually. Muffins, cookies, cobbler. Cranberry juice is in a lot of alcoholic beverages. I barely ever drink alcohol these days, though. That was more of an educational statement than a reason for the inclusion of cranberries in this episode, in case you like to drink. If you're of age, no problem with that. I really like craisins, which are simply dried cranberries, similar to how raisins are dried grapes. They're made by drying cranberries to create a chewy, sweet tart snack. Ocean Spray actually trademarked the name craisins, but it's commonly used as a generic term for dried cranberries now. As food episodes often go, this one was short and sweet. There's not a lot for me to say about food. I do think I'll go treat myself to a strawberry lollipop now. And I hope I gave you maybe some ideas for things to make for breakfast or lunch or dinner or even dessert this week. To review my Mount Rushmore of berries: Mount Drew Barrymore, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and cranberries. As always, thank you for joining me. If you haven't, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and feel free to drop some recipes using the berries I mentioned today in the comments that I maybe wasn't aware of. Give me some new ones to try out. I will see you next time. Go birds!